Next important thing is structure of the class. So we're going to be starting with the intention practice, which takes about a minute or two. Then we follow by breathing practices, which we call pranayama in the yoga practice. And I have a very specific one that helps to soothe your nerves down, relax the muscles in the lower back. And then we're going to follow by 10 different asana practices. So whenever you're dealing with the back pain, some people have spinal stenosis, some people have disc herniation, some people have nerve impingement, some people have a muscle strain. There is a variety of the problem goes on when you're dealing with the back pain. So I will be focusing on a different combination of physical therapy and yoga to relieve the pressure on the nerve, relax the muscles, open up the neural foramina, and so forth. So you get the best relief in your back pain. Followed by savasana practices. Never ignore that part. That's where your body relaxes and you reap the benefits of yoga. So we're going to do body scan relaxation just to relax and get into the deeper stage of relaxation. And we end with the gratitude practice. Sounds good? Any questions, anybody, before we move on? All right, let me make sure I see in the chat there is nothing coming up. Fantastic. Okay. All right, let's begin. Go ahead and get on your mat. And whoever can turn your video on, please do so. I don't feel like I'm talking to myself on a blank screen. And again, one more thing is if your blanket is not thick enough and you have been doing yoga for some time and you have a bolster, I highly encourage you to have a bolster close to you as well. That will become handy when you do your savasana practice, okay? All right. So if you're not able to sit crisscross like this, if for some reason that your back doesn't allow you to do this, you can always lean against the back. You can have your one leg out to the side. I don't recommend in the front because this might pull the nerve, but keep it out to the side and sit like this, or you can sit on a yoga block or a bolster or a blanket like this. That eases up the pressure on your pelvic tilt. It changes your pelvic tilt and you can sit easily. So find what works for you and then go ahead and have a seat. All right. Bring your hands on top of your knees, palm facing up. Close your eyes and connect with your breath. Breathe a little deeper, a little slower, and a little longer. Every inhalation, your spine grows tall. Every exhalation, relax your shoulders and ground your hips. It's time to give yourself permission to let go everything you have done before getting on the yoga mat and anything that needs your time and attention after you finish the practice. You have carved this time for yourself, so stay present in the moment. Stay connected to yourself, stay connected to your breath, your body, and your mind for next hour or so. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh out. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and let it go. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So now go ahead and come and lay down on your back. Take your time and allow your body to melt down on a yoga mat. I recommend that you keep your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. If you feel like your neck is not resting really softly, easily on the floor, you can put the folded blanket under your head. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your hips. Bring your right hand on your belly, left hand on your chest. Now we're going to do something called 4, 5, 7 breathing. That means we're going to do 4 seconds of inhale, 5 seconds of hold, and 7 seconds of exhale. During the inhalation, your belly rises, you hold, and exhale, your belly falls. Okay, go ahead and start breathing. Inhale, let the belly rise. Hold, your chest is silent the whole time. Exhale, belly falls. Inhale, belly rise. Hold. During the whole time, listen to your heartbeat. Exhale, belly fall. Inhale, belly rise. Hold. Exhale, belly falls. Inhale, belly rise. Hold. Exhale, belly falls. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, belly falls. Melt yourself to the floor. One more time. Inhale, belly rise. Hold. Exhale, belly fall. So the breathing we did is called diaphragmatic breathing, and that shifts your body from a sympathetic mode to a parasympathetic mode. Sympathetic mode is where you are more alert, you are more active, your brain is working, your body is moving, you're getting things done. That's where we live most of your daytime. But parasympathetic mode helps you to relax, rest, digest, and heal. So in every few hours, you need to learn to shift yourself into a parasympathetic mode to relax the muscles and calm yourself down. Okay, so this is a very important breathing. If you can do every now and then, every couple hours, every 3 hours or so, that will really help you to soothe your nerves and relax your muscles. All right. First asana we're going to do, it's called distraction. So a lumbar distraction. So you're going to keep your knees bent. Your feet are planted on the floor. Okay. Your feet are hip distance apart. So your knees are not completely together. They are not too wide. They are about a hip distance apart. You're going to bring your hands in the front of your hips. So right at the joint line. Now here you're going to use, make sure your neck, shoulders, and everything is relaxed. Your lower back is relaxed. Inhale, you're going to push the hips away from you. Exhale, relax. Inhale, push. Exhale, relax. Let's do this 10 times. Inhale, push. Exhale, relax. You want to feel the distraction, and if you feel like I want to push and I want to hold, you can do that. If you feel like if your back can tolerate it, you can absolutely do that, push and hold. But if you want to inhale and exhale and give a distraction, that's completely okay too. You're going to do this 3 more times. Inhale, push. Exhale, relax. Inhale, push. Exhale, relax. One more time. Inhale, push. Exhale, relax. Good. Now you're going to bring the knees towards your chest. You're going to give a hug. If you have the mobility, you can hold the shin bone. If you don't have a mobility, hold the back of the knee. Both of them work just fine. The goal is to keep your knees together as best as you can. Other important thing is when we pull our knees to the chest, your tailbone comes off the floor. So make sure you shift your tailbone down and then pull the knees to your chest, keeping the lower back flat on the floor. Make sure your neck and shoulder is relaxed. And then I want you to rock side to side, nice and gentle. No need to rush. And see if you can consciously let go of the tension behind the back. May make some circles if you like. Nice and slow. I would encourage you to keep your eyes closed. That way you stay connected to what's going on in your back. And go ahead and change the directions the other way. And slowly bring your feet back. Now go ahead and walk your feet wide as you can. Wider than the yoga mat if possible. Now keeping your left, both the knees are open out to the side. Your hands are about 45 degrees out to the side, palm facing down. Your lower back is completely flat. So the goal is to keep the pelvis steady while you're going to move your ball in the hip while the socket stays steady. You're going to move your knee inside as you inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, open. And you're going to feel a stretch on the outer hip as you're going inside. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, drop the left knee inside. Try to touch the inner side of the mat. Exhale, out. Inhale. A lot of times your back hurts because your hip does not have enough mobility. Inhale, drop. Exhale, back. Hip is a big ball and socket joint. It moves in 6 different directions with a very wide range. So when your hip becomes tight, it always puts a strain in the lower back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Go ahead and bring those feet again back in, hip distance apart, not together, not too wide. Now go ahead and cross your right foot over the left thigh, just below the knee, and make sure your foot is completely out of the thigh, okay? So your ankle bone is pretty much resting on your thigh. Now your left knee, if you have the mobility, your left fingertips should be able to touch your heel. So I'm going to go sideways so you can see it. So my fingertips are touching my heel, and if you have the mobility, okay? If you don't, just do your best. Take your right hand and push the right hip away. This is again distracting the hip. The goal is to improve the hip mobility to reduce the strain in the lower back. And you will feel the pull in the front of the hip as you do this. Now slowly, carefully slide the hand down in the front of the hip and try to push the ball away from the socket. So this is distracting the hip as you're giving this pressure here. The first one, what we did was more lumbar traction. That was creating traction on your lumbar spine. This one is creating a traction in your hip joint itself. 10 more seconds here. If you don't like the constant pressure, you can inhale, push, exhale, release. If you can handle the pressure, I will just hold it still for at least 3 breaths. And connect it. If you can do the belly breathing the whole time, that will be fantastic. All right. Bring your right hand out to the right. Take your left hand and pull the right knee across towards the left shoulder. So you're holding the outside of the right knee, you're pulling the right knee towards the left shoulder, and you will be feeling a stretch in the back of the right hip. We have a piriformis muscles right in the center of your cheek here, and that's where the nerve can get pinched. If your muscles are tight, your piriformis muscle is tight. That's called a piriformis syndrome. So opening that muscles with the ease. Now do me a favor, inhale, push the knee into your hand. It's like playing a tug of war. So you're not moving the knee like back and forth. You're holding your knee doesn't even move. It's just isometric pressure on your hand. Exhale and see if you can pull that knee further across. Inhale, push. Exhale, relax, and go ahead and pull it across again one more time. And hold it here. And breathe. Bring your attention to the outside of the right hip and breathe into that area. One full breath here. Beautiful. Go ahead and relax and let go your right knee. Let go the right foot down, and we're going to do the other side. So go ahead and cross your left foot across the knee. Foot is outside. My ankle bone is resting just below the right knee. I'm going to take my left hand. I'm going to bend my knee so far so my hands are touching my heel. And now I'm going to relax my neck, relax my shoulders. Inhale, push the left knee away from you. And bring your attention where exactly you are feeling that stretch. Should be in the front of your left hip if you're doing it right. Now go ahead and slide the left hand down in front of the left hip. Inhale, push the left hip, left ball of the joint away from the socket. Either hold or exhale, release. We're going to take 5 full breaths here. All the belly breathing. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, belly falls. 3 more breaths. Try to keep your inhalation and exhalation at least 4 seconds long. One more breath here. Great. Now your left hand goes out to the left, palm facing down, about 45-degree angle. Your right hand goes across the left knee, and you're going to pull the left knee towards the right shoulder. And you're going to feel the stretch on the back of the left hip. Once you settle in, inhale, we're going to do isometric tug of a war. Inhale, push the left knee into the right hand. Exhale, relax, and pull it across a little bit more. Inhale, push. Exhale, relax first, and pull it a little further. And hold and breathe. And go ahead and release the knee and bring the leg down. Go ahead and windshield wipe your knee side to side for a few seconds just to relax and release the pressure. Now, next thing we're going to be working on is called nerve glides, nerve flossing. So especially if any of you have a little bit of a pain going down to the back of the thigh, outside of the thigh, maybe tingling and numbness in your foot, maybe pain is shooting down all the way, this is the exercise going to help if you do it right, okay? So listen to me very carefully. I want your left knee bent. You're going to pull the right knee to your chest. You're going to pull and give a nice and gentle pressure to open up the hip for a second here. Now, shift your hands behind your right thigh, right behind the knee. Now, you're going to flex the foot. So you flex the right foot. You're going to extend the knee. You're going to point the toes up and you're going to bend the knee. You're going to do it at this speed. Let's say you flex the foot and you extend the knee and you start feeling like a tingling or a pain going down to your leg. This is where you're going to stop. You're not going to push past this point. You're going to point the toes up right away and you're going to bend the knee. So nerves are very sensitive and delicate structures of the body. If you stretch them more than 25% of their length, you start cutting the circulation. You just kill them pretty much. If you stretch them more than 10% of their length, you start cutting their circulation off. So it has to be done very systemically, very gently. If you do experience the symptoms, I want you to touch the pain and back right off. Touch the pain and back right off. Don't stay there for too long. Quite a few times my people think that the more I stay there, the better because it's working. I feel it. But you're damaging the nerve. So don't stay there, okay? Go ahead and flex your foot, extend your knee to the point of discomfort, point your toes up, and bend the knee. We're going to do this 7 more times. Flex the foot, extend the knee, point the toes up, and bend the knee. Inhale, flex the foot, extend the knee, point the toes up, and bend the knee. Flex the foot, extend the knee, point the toes up, and bend the knee. Go again. Flex the foot, extend the knee, point the toes up, and bend the knee. Few more times. Flex the foot, extend the knee, point the toes up, and bend the knee. Let's do one more time. Flex the foot, extend the knee, point the toes up, and bend the knee. And slowly, carefully lower it down. Let's go to the other side. So first, I want you to pull your left knee to your chest. Just to open up the hip for a second here. Now hold the back of the left knee. Flex the left foot. Extend the knee. Point the toes up and bend the knee. Flex the foot, extend the knee, point the toes up and bend the knee. Flex the foot and extend the knee, point the toes, bend the knee. Flex the foot and extend the knee, point the toes up, bend the knee. Flex the foot, extend the knee, point your toes up, bend the knee. Flex the foot, extend the knee, point, and bend. 2 more times. Flex it, extend the knee, point the toes up, and bend the knee. One last time. Flex the foot, extend the knee, point the toes up, and bend the knee. Very good. Bring the leg down, rock your knee side to side. I think we are halfway through. I'm going to come back and check with everybody. And we're going to move in your sideline position. But before I do that, let's check. I want to make sure I'm not missing any. I do not want anything under your head unless and until your neck is very stiff, very tight, and not able to rest on the floor comfortably, okay? Otherwise, I want your head on the floor. You're going to pull your knees to your chest. So this particular exercise, this particular asana or the mobility drills is working on your upper back. So by pulling your knees to your chest, you are locking your lower back. So whatever mobility you have, pull your knees to your chest as best as you can. Now your right hand is going to go on top of your left knee. Now I'm laying on the back of my right shoulder blade. If you like this, you're going to struggle. If you're right on the shoulder, you will not like this. So make sure you're laying on the back of the right shoulder blade. Your right hand is on top of the left knee. Your left hand, just the fingertips are right behind the ear. Your lower back should be protected in this position, okay? So don't worry about your lower back. Inhale, bring your left elbow to the front of the mat. Try to touch if you have the ability to do so. Exhale, lift the elbow up and take the elbow behind you, turn your head, turn your upper back, and see how far you can take that elbow back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, nice and slow, do not rush. Open, 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 open. Take your elbow behind. Inhale. Lots of time the back pain happens because your hips are tight and also your upper back is tight. So we are working on opening the upper back. Inhale, come forward. We're going to do 2 more times. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, open. Stay here for 5 more seconds. Connect with your breath and see if you can relax and let go and allow the gravity to help you to open up a little bit more. And slowly, carefully come out first in a neutral position and let's go to the other side. So go back to the left side. Again, pull your knees to your chest. Make sure your knees are as close to the chest as possible. You lay on the back of the left shoulder blade, okay? Left hand is on top of the right knee. So the goal of the left hand is to keep your knees together. As you rotate your top knee, your right knee will have a tendency to come off if your hips are tight. So this hand kind of pushes knees together and holds them down. Right fingertips right behind the ear. So don't put your hand too far back, otherwise you will not have enough reach. So put the fingertips just behind your ear. Inhale, bring your right elbow to the front of the mat. Exhale, make sure your head stays down on the floor. Exhale, open, 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 open. Take your right elbow back. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Find the rhythm of your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your upper back and see where are you exactly feeling it. Some people feel it quite a bit in the upper back. Some people feel it on the top of the right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and you're going to stay here for 10 more seconds. Continue to breathe normally. Bring your attention what's going on in your body. Surrender to the gravity and see if it allows you to open up a little bit more. Maybe another inch. A lot of time our muscles are guarding so hard that you just don't open up as far because of so much tension and tone we have in those muscles in the lower back. Beautiful. Go ahead and release and come out. All right. Now we're going to move into Your hands on your stomach. So go ahead and move over on your stomach. Next, we're going to be working on split pose or Salabhasana, and that's going to be strengthening the muscles in the back, okay? So listen to me again very carefully. Once you're on your stomach, your elbows are right underneath your shoulder. So not too far forward, not too far back. They're stacked right underneath the shoulder. Your hands are in a line with your elbows. Now your feet, this is very important. Your heels are out and your toes are in. Your heels turn out and your toes are turned in. This opens up the external rotation in the hip, and this feels very comfortable in the lower back, okay? So very important. Now, another thing, sometimes when you get on our stomach, your spine is kind of a dump here. I want you to lift your spine top. So this is dump, this is top. Go ahead and practice that with me a couple times. Dump your chest down all the way to the mat and lift it back up, okay? Now pull your shoulders down and away from the ear. So not here, pull the shoulders down and away, chest is lifted. Push the front part of the feet down, and when you do that, your knees automatically gets lifted off the floor. Squeeze your inner thigh, lift your belly button off the floor, push the hands down, and raise your elbows off the floor. Exhale one vertebra at a time. Lower yourself down. We're going to do this 5 times. Inhale, press the feet down, knees lifted, squeeze the inner thigh, belly button lifted, shoulders are away from the ears. Push the hands down and lift your chest up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale down. Bring your hands on top of each other. Bring your forehead down and shake out those hips. The extension does not feel good for some people if you're dealing with the spinal stenosis, okay? So it's okay to give a little break, but it's also important to do that because we want to bring a balance in the body. You cannot just working on flexion all the time. You have to strengthen the muscle. So giving a little bit of input will help to bring that balance back in the body, all right? Now, come on up on your elbows again one more time. So we glide the sciatic nerve, which runs in the back of the leg when we were laying on your back. We're going to do very similar for the femoral nerve. A lot of people have a nervy pain that runs in the front of the thighs, and that's coming from your back as well. So come up on your elbows. The shoulders are pulled away. Now, as you bend your knees, I want you to look up. As you bring your feet down, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, bend your knees and look up. Exhale, bring the feet down, chin to chest. By any reason, if your back does not feel good, I want you to suck your belly button in and engage your core, okay? Inhale, lift the head, bend the knees. Exhale, feet lowers, chin to the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lower back down. Well done, well done. Okay. Now go ahead and come on up on your hands and knees. This is the time you need a blanket or something under your knees because your kneecap sometimes very sensitive and does not like too much pressure on it. So I have a knee pad, so I'm going to use my knee pads. But you can use a blanket or something, or even pad up the yoga mat. If you don't have anything handy, you can just pad up your yoga mat and put that under your knee. All right? Now, very important, a lot of times people, when they come on their hands and knees, they just do not like the pressure on their wrist. I've seen many people, they make a fist and they come out like this. Nothing wrong with that. You can absolutely do this. But quite a few, above age 50, there are many people who have osteoporosis. 1 out of 2 women have osteoporosis and 1 out of 4 men have osteoporosis. The wrist, the lower back, and hips are the common source, common places where the osteoporosis is present. So the weight-bearing forces are very good for the wrist. Whenever you put a weight on your wrist, make sure hands are spread out like nobody's business. So don't keep your hands like this. Spread the hands out wide, and that's going to create a suction cup under your hand. Index finger point straight, and you want to make sure your every fingertips is engaged when you're putting weight on, and your wrist is not going to take too much of load, and this will be very healthy for your wrist. Okay, so try that and see if that works for you. If you don't and you want to do this way, if you have any wrist surgery done and your wrist does not feel comfortable by any means, go ahead and do what works for you. Okay, all right. Now, once you're here, my wrist is right underneath my shoulder, your knee are right underneath your hips, so your spine is suspended. Now here, we're going to do cat and cow very systemically. You're going to stick your tailbone out, and that's going to arch my back. I'm going to drop my shoulder blades towards each other, so my chest is dropped, and I look up. Exhale, start with your tailbone. So tuck your tailbone in. That's going to catch your lower back. Push the shoulder blades away from each other, and chin tuck. Now my entire spine is in a cat position, in a flexion position. Start again with your hips. Stick your tailbone out, shoulder blades together, look up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone in, pull the shoulder blades away from each other, and chin tuck. Start with your tailbone again. Push the tailbone out, shoulder blades together, and look up. Start with the tailbone again. Tuck everything in, shoulder blades away from each other, chin tuck. One more time. Push the tailbone out, shoulder blades together, and look up. One last time, you're going to start with the cat. So tuck your tailbone in, shoulder blades away from each other, chin to the chest. Stay in this cat position. Now, what I would like you to do, you're going to push your hips back. Imagine there is a heavy furniture behind you and come back forward. This is a lot of internal tension. It's just not rocking back and forth without like a momentum, but you're going with some internal tension to work on those hips. Exhale, come forward. Inhale back. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. One more time. Exhale back. And forward. Now do me a favor, spread your knees wide, but your feet are together. And you're going to come back in a child pose. So bring your hips on top of your heels if you can. Bring the elbows by the side. Bring your forehead on the floor. And relax and surrender to the gravity. Bring all your attention to your lower back. I want you to do some belly breath here for about 3 to 5 times. And it's time to reflect on the session today. How did it feel in the lower back? How did your body react to it? What did your mind tell you every time you were doing something? What was the chattering going on in the mind? Was it a little too much? Was it not enough? Or was it just right? Do not judge yourself in any wrong ways. It's just the reflection on how did the session go. We're just learning more about our body, our mind, primarily through your breath. One more breath here. Beautiful. Slowly rise back up. You're going to come on up and lay down on your back. We're going to end our session with the Savasana and a gratitude practice. So bring the bolster or your blanket, roll the blanket behind your knees and lay back down. So when you lay back down, I want your hands out to the side, palm facing up. Something under the knee. If you don't have anything under the knee, it's okay. Sometimes people like, because if you have a low back pain, quite a few times people like to keep their knee bent. There are times people like to open up their knees and keep the sole up together. That just allow the hips to open up. And you can always go back and forth between all this position, okay? So nothing is in a standstill. Do what works for you. Bring your hands out to the side, palm facing up. If you are on a bolster or no bolster, make sure your feet are as wide as a yoga mat and your toes are turned out. That relaxes your lower back. Close your eyes and connect with your breath. Breathe a little deeper. Every exhalation, relax the muscles around your lower back. We're going to relax the entire body, part by part, piece by piece. Starting with your toes. So bring your attention to your feet and your toes. Sometimes we feel some burning sensation, some discomfort. Just be present to those sensations. You're not going to change them much. Just be present. But if you do feel any pain in that area, I invite you to, any tension, muscle tension in that area, I invite you to see if you can let go of that tension. Now bring your attention to your shin bone. Relax the muscles around your shin bone, around your calves. Relax the tension around your kneecap, behind the knee. Soften your thighs. Relax your hips. Relax the muscles of your pelvic floor and your abdominal muscles. Relax. Relax your lower back. Scan from all the way to the belt line to your shoulder blade. And if you experience any tension, see if you can let it go. Relax the muscles around your shoulder blade, behind the shoulder, around your neck. Relax the muscles around your rib cage. Allow your belly to fall and rise with each breath at its own accord, without any of your control. Completely relax your right arm, right forearm, and a right hand. Relax your left arm, left forearm, and the left hand. Relax your neck, soften your throat. Relax your jaw. Relax the muscles around your cheeks, around your eyes. Soften your forehead. Time to go in a complete silence. So allow your mind to shut down for a few minutes and go into that eternal peace mode for about 2 minutes. Slowly bring the awareness back to your body, back to your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly raise your arms up overhead and make your body as long as you can. Now the opposite movement. Pull the knees to the chest. Give them a nice and gentle hug. Rock side to side or make some circles as we express our gratitude. Thank you for the healthy body that moves. Thank you for the mind that thinks. Thank you for the heart that feels. Thank you, me, for taking time for myself. All right, take your time, come on up to the seating, roll over on your right side. Keep your eyes closed if possible. No need to rush. Take your time. When you're ready, come on up to the seating, any comfortable position you like. Bring your hands to your heart center. Touch your thumb knuckles to your heart chakra and feel those heartbeats, the signs of being alive. Feel the lungs inhaling and exhaling and filling up the air. It's all signs of being alive. Bow your chin to your chest. Bow to your soul. All the great master souls in the world and supreme soul in the universe. Thank you for joining, my friends. It's my greatest and deepest honor to be working with you today. I bow to living presence of God in every one of you. Go ahead and rub your hands together. Bring your hands on top of your eyes for a second. Feel the warmth of your hands. All right, bring your hands down, open your eyes, and Namaste, yogis.
Hello.
Hello, Sadaf. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I have back pain last 10 years. I'm suffering from back pain. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm joining you from Pennsylvania.
Okay, you're joining from Pennsylvania. Welcome. That's fantastic. Yeah. How did you like the yoga flow on your back? Did your back reacted to it?
Yes, it did. I feel great.
It feels good.
I
Okay,
woke up.
awesome.
I woke up with pain, and now I'm feeling great.
That's good. How about Jarvis? How are you feeling? Jarvis, you can put it in the chat. Let me see if I can open up the chat. Yeah, anybody want to put in chat, that's okay too. I don't know who is a Zoom user, so if you can change your name, that will be great.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jarvis, now. How did you feel?
I'm so sorry about that. No, it felt great. I really felt like putting the emphasis on isolating my back. I could feel it much more in my lower back, which was really good. And I feel so much more relaxed. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Great, great. So I don't know who's the Zoom user. You want to share how you feel? Or Ruth, I think whoever wants to share how you feel in your back, please go ahead and unmute yourself and let me know how you feel.
Yeah, I feel great. I haven't been doing my regular exercise, so I was in pain when I was stretching, but it relieves after the 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Great, great. Okay. So if you were just here to enjoy I'm going to take a few minutes and share how you can continue to work with me. And if you were here just for the session of yoga and not interested in doing the ongoing sessions, it's okay. I really be grateful and thank you for joining me today. But I would like to share, if you give me just about 3 to 4 minutes, I would like to share how you can work with me on an ongoing basis, if that's okay with you. Can you see this?
I lost the video, but I'm able to speak now.
Okay. All right. Can you see the slides? Can somebody tell me if they can see the slides?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, we can see them.
Awesome. So I have designed this physical therapy yoga, which is treat the entire body, because I know whenever you go to a physical therapy session or something, which I'm a physical therapist for 23 years, and I know what it takes to heal the back pain and stuff like that. So this is my crafting of a physical therapy yoga where I treat the entire body and not just the painful body part. Let me see if okay, right there. So physical therapy yoga is a combination of physical therapy principles and the yogic move and a proper breath work. That's going to help you to relax your muscles, not going to hurt yourself. We're going to find a sweet medium, happy medium, that you feel better without hurting yourself. So that's what the physical therapy yoga is. And why do I focus on moving the whole body? Because a lot of time when people don't have enough neck mobility and you try to look up, you have to push your hips forward in order to look up, and that puts a strain in your lower back. Same thing for ankle. If your ankle does not have enough mobility and you go up the heel, your ankle needs a dorsiflexion, it needs a flexion. And if it doesn't have it, it's going to put the strain. It creates the flexion in the back, and that puts a strain in the lower back. That's why I have designed to treat the entire body, get the shoulder mobility working, get the neck working, get the ankles working, the hips working, knee working. That way it reduces the strain in the lower back. And first we work on 4 principles. First we work on improving the joint mobility. Then we work on muscle flexibility. Then we build the mind-muscle connection, and all of these things done with the use of the breath work to relax these high-tone tension muscles, so we do not create a re-injury or a flare-ups. And we work on strengthening and getting the mobility back in your body. So along the 8 weeks, first week we work on a neck, the second week will be upper back, then the shoulders, then the lower back. We have 2 lower back modules. Then we work on hips, knees, and the ankles. So every week you get this live session. So this is how it works. We get 9 live coaching calls. So 8 for the whole body part. The 9th is my restorative yoga class. That's kind of a bonus option that you get when you join in next 3 days. And you get access to the online platform where sometimes we do join live for once a week, but also during the week you have this 56 short videos that you can work a little bit, anywhere from 5 minutes to 15 minutes, to work on the mobility. And that's what's going to help you. So what I do is sometimes if I get an assessment done with you and I can tell you, hey, your neck is very tight or your ankles are very tight, you want to focus on those videos first, and your shoulder might be working just fine. So you don't have to do all the 56 videos. You might have to do only few of them to get that mobility back and get the speedy recovery in your body. So first fast acting bonus is first 5 people who signs up, you're gonna get one private sessions with me where I'm gonna evaluate your body from head to toe and give you the recommendations and what you need to work on, what you need to focus on. And when you do join live with me, I can guide you exactly what you need and what we have to protect your body from, depending on how your body is reacting to things. I charge usually $125 for this consultation, and you can get that for free for the first 5 people who signs up. The extra bonuses is we're going to be doing restorative yoga class. As I said, it's a 75 minutes. Everybody loves that. It feels so nice and relaxing, and we open up the body in a whole different way by relaxing and letting go of the muscle tension. You also get the body scan relaxation and progressive relaxation, which are only 5-minute videos, and that helps you before bed. It's like a yoga nidra to put you in a deeper state of relaxation before you go to bed. Also, I have a pre-recorded 90 minutes yin yoga class, and that helps to open up again the body in a very beautiful way without much tension and stress with the exercises. So whoever joins in next 3 days, I charge $247. And this is the thing, you get nine sessions over a course of 12 weeks. So if something comes up and you're not able to join the live sessions, you have 12 weeks to get all the 9 sessions in. So that's what if you start today, it will not expire till December 12th or whatever the next 12 weeks are up to. And you get a $50 off, so it will be $197 for pretty much 12 weeks of yoga, along with the online platform and the assessment. So just to recap, you get all 8 body parts yoga, which I have designed, 3 pre-recorded practices, 75 minutes extra restorative class with me, and first 5 people get the 60 minutes or 45 minutes consultation, depending on your need. And that's all for $197 if you're interested. Any questions I can answer for you? Let me see if I can stop sharing. Okay. All right, I don't think I can figure out how to share. Let me see. Exit full screen. Oh. All right, can you see me now? Perfect. Any questions I can help anybody to answer before I let you go? I do have a link for this yoga. If you want, I can put that into the chat box. There we go. Any questions anybody has, I can help you to answer. And we run the yoga on Saturday at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9 CDT, the Central Time. That's when we run the classes.
Will you also be emailing that link back out to us with the email we registered for this with?
I will be emailing you today. Yeah, there will be a replay link, and there will be an email information about this things. It expires. The bonus expires, I think, Tuesday night. So you have a bonuses and all that stuff until Tuesday night to register. So no rush. Think about it. This thing cannot be forced upon. My goal is to help you when you're ready. So if you feel like this is not the right time, it's okay. No force.
Thank you so much for making sure we get that email.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. All right. Anybody have any questions before I let you go?
So when is the next Saturday session?
Yes, good question. November 1st. And I'm changing time at 9:30 instead of 9 o'clock. And you will getting the emails, reminders, just like a week before the class.
And Dipti, I was the Zoom user. I couldn't change my name.
Oh, you couldn't change your name. So if you click, there's the three dots right on the top of your name, and you can just rename next time. You don't have to do it right now. But what's your name?
Paul.
Paul. Okay.
Paul Reader.
Paul Reader. Gotcha. Okay, you are the Zoom user. All right. So next time, just click on those three dots next to your name, and you can just change your name right there if you like. So that way, I want to call you Paul and not a Zoom user. You know, doesn't sound great. All right. So next class will be November 1st, and then we have one more on December the 6th. So I'm dedicated to teach you guys once a month for the year of 2025. I don't know what I'm going to do next year, but all right. If nobody has a questions, I'm not going to hold you up. Have a fantastic weekend and take care of your bad guys. Thank you so much for joining.
Bye, Dipti.
Bye.